So yeah, there were a few things that we both agree that Stickus's piloting was not up to par tonight.
Let's say it was suboptimal.
It was suboptimal. Our dice were pretty normal.
Dice were solid.
As soon as he actually started coming hard at me, he started doing damage, which at range 3. At range 3 against the ghost was a good tactic.
Well, and looking back, I fucked it up right here when I took the Inquisitor and I went herp de onto the asteroid.
Well, it was you had to because you boosted right in front of him and forced him to do some
and what I should have
maneuver.
done instead of turning was do I can't really
could have
go
boosted.
forward on. I could have banked one, and that would have been a collision.
Yeah,
I was hoping to get a little more arc and still hit him.
But a collision instead of going off the asteroid would have been better for him.
I know.
Because in the end, he took 2 points of damage going over that asteroid.
That's what I was trying to do, but I revealed the one turn when I should have done the one bank, and everything went downhill from there, honestly.
Although, surprisingly enough, he did the most damage.
And he would have done hella more if he'd have been able to attack and been useful. But he spent 2 turns going, oh my god, what's going on? Ah! And yeah, it was terrible. It was that was terrible flying on my part.
Yeah, it could have been better. Could have been better flying.
Phil did okay, and then when you were here, and I had Turr turn here, because I honestly thought you were coming this way. I was going to have Turr turn and boost out. Yeah, Turr was like, I'm gonna. Oh shit! Deer in the headlights.
I know.
He just went down. I sacrificed myself for you, my Lord Baron. and kept Soontir alive 1 turn longer, basically.
Yeah, Turr Phennir. Well, that is the big risk with having glass cannons. Yes, they were really hard to hit.
I can't have you point at me
But the problem is that one time when I shoot with 3 solid hits and you whiffle, it's gone. Your ship is gone.
Mm-hmm. But the way that again, it's not my dice. It's my shitty piloting. Turr shouldn't have K-turned here to begin with.
No.
He should have forward straight the fuck out and caused you to chase me some more.
Or instead of a K-turn 3, he could have done his K-turn 5, right? Doesn't he have a K-turn 5? Or is it a 4?
No.
He should have went a little further.
I don't think they actually have a K-turn. Oh, no, there's K-turn 5.
K-turn 5.
No, I don't think he should have K-turned at all. He should have been like, rocketed the hell out of there.
Well, he did get a shot.
Oh, he did get a shot. But what he should have done was gotten out and tried to hook up with Fel. And then come back.
Yeah. Yeah, you weren't getting enough focus fire.
No, I was too busy trying to figure out how the fuck to stay out of your arc and trying to remember how to arc dodge, because apparently I'm not so good at it anymore.
No, you were still arc dodging. The only problem
as much
is
as I could have.
The only problem
Except
is
when I flew in front of you.
Well, yeah, and I was also flying when I knew that you were going to be around in front of me. I flew slower.
Yeah.
So that my arc was wider and harder to get out of, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And big ships are harder to get out of because their arc is bigger.
Look how bigger. Oh, you guys can't see. So yeah, look how much bigger that arc is compared to that arc.
So when you face them together, you can see.
So much more space covered.
So that's almost half about half, maybe a little bit more than, that's like a lot. So that's
two whole bases.
That's a whole ship base wider on the side. So that's a lot.
It's a full barrel roll or a double.
It's hard to get out.
Yeah.
But you were successful on it a couple times. You boosted out
with Fel, yes.
And Turner actually he did it once when he shot and then boosted out of arc, and that was awesome.
I need to practice more with him because this is honestly the first time I've ever flown him.
I think he was actually really awesome.
Yeah, stand out for my team, Turr Phennir.
Even though he got taken out right away, I think his pilot ability is very useful. When he was shooting at a 9 and then getting an action to boost out of people's, it worked.
I barrel rolled over a bit, and then used my boost afterwards to push myself outside of your primary.
I really like him.
Yeah, I know he's a great TIE pilot, and I think
nobody ever uses
this build, this particular build with him, I think is actually pretty solid.
Oh yeah.
Man, I just trimmed my fingernails this morning. Can't turn anything over. There we go.
Well, you stick your finger up your
I
nose, and then you'll have some grip.
So, I think Veteran Instincts on him is good because then he gets to shoot way earlier in the stack.
Yeah.
I've seen people push the limit on him instead.
Oof.
And honestly,
That's
tempted.
not... No, because then he can't get his free action after he...
You hold to push the limit. He doesn't have any actions not on his action bar.
Oh.
So you move and take a focus.
Yep.
And then after you shoot, you get a free boost or barrel roll.
Okay.
Which is a maneuver on your action bar. And then you push the limit to boost or barrel roll.
A free boost or barrel roll, yep, which is an action on your action bar.
Yep, so he gets the boost or barrel roll.
And then you
push
push
the limit to do the
barrel.
other one that you didn't do.
Yeah, that's true.
And,
then he's really out
action
of
economy after the fact.
Yep.
Where you boost and evade or whatever, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And they have enough green maneuvers usually that they can shed that stress the next turn.
I
But
think,
to do that, I'd have to drop the Proton Rockets off of the Inquisitor, which is probably a good idea anyway.
although that was your biggest boom.
That was my only big shot on you.
That was your
so
big shot.
I'm tempted to just leave this list exactly how it is. I think it's actually not bad.
I think it's a good list. It's just
I'm just bad, and I should feel bad.
You should.
Yeah. Why
You should.
not?
I agree. There was a couple of the initial derp with him over the asteroid set the tone for.
That was the first domino.
Yeah.
And the rest was just me trying to scramble from that. Like the game you played the other day where Atan, you realized, oh shit, he's gonna tractor beam me right off the frickin' board.
Yeah.
And Atan did his turn to bank and bumped into...
But I had to.
Yeah, but that set up basically a chain of failures for the rest of the match.
And he whiffled on all his dice.
Yeah. And it's strange how a single tiny thing like that just completely knocks down the rest of your match.
Yeah, it can.
Yeah.
It can. Not only can just a bad maneuver, it can also be a bad placement for obstacles too.
Bad initial placement for your ships.
Bad initial placement for
I think
your
my
ships.
initial placement for my ships was fine.
I think both of our placement. I think the placement with the obstacles was fine too.
Yeah.
And the biggest reason why I did that K turn is because
you had room to.
I had more space. There was a big open area here, and I knew you were coming through here. So it was like I needed to turn around and utilize all this.
When you K-turned, you forced me to meet you here.
Yep.
And that was where you had the advantage, and I basically gave you the match.
Well, I knew there was no point in me flying around the outside because you would eventually catch up to me and have the advantage.
Yep. What I should have done instead was try to come through here. Through that section here and get you to try and shoot at me through here.
Actually, I was kind of expecting you, when you saw me K-turn, I was expecting you to do the same thing and start shooting up the other way and try and come around behind me.
No, Rick, like I said, originally my idea was to come right down through this section here and get you to be like, oh god, and turn hard into me again, and then K-turn as you get into the obstacles. But obviously that didn't work.
No. Another thing too, it's harder to get away from a ship. Like both these ships have a straight 4, which is equivalent to a straight 5 for a small ship.
They are fast.
So they are very fast, large ships. They actually have pretty good dials. They can both do 190s. His is a red.
Yep.
His is a white. 190s.
Yep.
Like freaking TIE fighters.
Well, I got the green, but...
And well, I know. But the reason I chose these ships was not only just for their pilot abilities, but also their tankiness and their dials. Mm-hmm. And their dials almost match each other perfectly. I think they all have the same maneuvers. It's just he has a shorter K-turn, he has a longer K-turn.
Yeah. And
some of the reds are a little bit different on the dials.
Yeah.
But other than that, they can stay together solidly, and that is a key to this build, is Chewie has to stay within range 1 of him.
To soak those hits. I mean, I did okay for damage, but I could have done so much better. I didn't get a chance to focus anybody down. I several turns didn't have any attacks on you at all because I was too busy screaming to get away.
Yeah.
And
once you were running away from me and Chewie was able to apply a stress there, the double stress on Soontir.
That was kind of
like
the first nail in the
even though he didn't take any damage from him, when you have 2 stress, you're kind of screwed. And he couldn't shed stress for a long time after that.
No, because I had to keep pushing the limit to get away.
Yeah. So, I know. So he was having a tough time after that.
He was. I think I'm going to fly this list a bunch more. I enjoyed flying it despite my lack of skill. And I think the more I fly it, the tighter it's going to get, and the more I'll be able to kill people with it.
And I wouldn't be so afraid at the first initial joust if you can get, if you're at range 3 with them.
Well, again, flying tight like that, but get all 3 of them going.
And try and get that initial joust at range 3.
Yeah.
Because then you're getting all your crazy frickin' defense.
See, but then I have to figure out which way are you going to turn in this game of chicken that we're playing.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's a lot harder to avoid a large ship space.
Yeah, like, are you going to come fast at me? Should I do a K turn 5 and end up behind you? Or are you going to slow roll and make me smash into you or stop short in front of you?
And another thing, too, is when I have 2 big ships with a lot of health, I like having lower pilot skill. The reason is shooting first doesn't really come into effect until my ships are almost dead.
Yep.
But moving first means I can get in your way.
You get to set positioning.
I get to set positioning. So
yeah, moving first as a blocker is sometimes important.
Yeah, and a large ship. Moving first was a big part of me having success with Kanan because he kept getting his action.
Yep.
You weren't able to move first and get in his way. It just wasn't going to happen.
Nope. No, my strategy with Kanan was to try and keep it range 3.
And that worked.
Keep you from reducing attack dice.
Once you got to that with one of your ships, he was actually really doing solid damage.
Oh, he was, but not enough.
No.
Not as evidenced by the fact that you still had 10 frickin' hull.
10 hull.
I mean, I dealt a total of 9 points of damage.
Yeah, Chewie absorbed 3 crits.
That's what I mean. I dealt 9 whole points of damage.
Yeah.
Hardly anything.
I know. It's funny how this Ghost build, he is really tanky with a secondary, with Chewie sucking crits off him.
Yep.
If you get within range 2 of him, you're reducing your dice. The sensor jammer does help. You were taking focus all the time, so the sensor jammer didn't help that much, but it's still the couple times when you didn't have a focus, it made a difference.
Yeah.
It made the difference of not getting any damage.
Yeah.
So even that one time, people say, oh, sensor jammer is expensive, it costs 4. You know what? If it saves you 1 hit, it was worth it.
If you got 1 or 0 defense dice, sensor jammer is totally worth all 4 points and then some.
Yeah.
I really, the person I see use it most effectively is Zeellott. A lot of people will be like, why would you put sensor jammer on there? Why didn't you do something like
advanced
fire
sensor.
control system?
Well, advanced sensor really works good on him too.
Because he takes his
action before.
And then gets to do a red move or something.
And then, or gets to do a red move, or gets to do a green move and bump.
Yep.
So he never gets action
that
denial.
That could work as well.
But
sensor jammer makes him extra tanky.
Extra tanky. Yep. And I with the middling pilot skill, I like actually middling pilot skill ships. I fly them a lot.
Yep.
Because it gives me, I shoot before the low B pilots and I move before the aces.
Yep. This list, I think, in a lot of ways, shares some similarities to your robots from previous.
Very similar.
In some ways, it flies similar. It doesn't necessarily fight similar.
No,
because you got turrets, you got better range, you got better arcs, you got way better damage here.
Yeah.
But
the robots had way more defense.
Well,
and way more damage equalization. Like the Brobot build that I had was all about who cares how shitty you roll at first. You're going to get some normalization.
Yeah, exactly. But it also taught you how to think about big bases.
Yeah.
And you now fly large base ships better than most people I know.
Well, I fly them better than small base ships. Put it that way. I struggle with the agility fighters. I don't get them in the right position. I'm not barrel rolling effectively with them. I'm not rolling defense dice effectively with them. So it's like, fuck it. I do better with large ships. I fly them better. It's just the way it is.
Yep.
Yeah, it is what it is.
So changes you would make to this list.
Well, there are a couple of things that I was considering.
Tactician is good, but very situational.
Yeah, very situational. He did kick off a couple times,
yeah,
and he screwed you hard.
Yep, he paid off.
Even though I did no damage, applying that extra stress when you already had one is like, oh fuck, I'm fucked.
I can't actually think of another crew member for 2 points that would fit
No,
in there.
If I did remove him,
maybe.
If I did remove
mercenary
him,
co-pilot to get some shots at range 3.
The only thing I'd do is I'd remove him and put the potentially, but it just wouldn't have helped that much anyway. Tactical jammer on both of them.
Oh yeah, so that they can block for each other.
They get but it's very situational. It would have actually given Chewie an additional evade once.
Yep.
Although you missed him anyway.
I know, it didn't matter.
Although you completely whiffled. Or no, I did the C-3PO
and you got enough.
And I got enough.
Yeah.
But if I did have tactical jammers, I could also use Chewie to fly in front of the Ghost potentially. Mm-hmm. Although that is not the optimal build. Mm-hmm. Because you want the Ghost being as close to your enemies as possible.
Yeah,
this build.
This is an intimidating ship. 4 dice in your primary arc and a torpedo out the ass, and a turret slot is a lot.
Two crew members. Mm-hmm. Being able, I still want to play around with a build that actually docks the shuttle, and the one build I was thinking of is a Kanan build with 2 recon specs. Instead of sensor jammer, it's accuracy corrector. Okay. And instead of dorsal turret, it's auto blaster turret.
Oh.
Docking chopper up his butt.
Okay.
So that he has that 4 dice rear arc.
Yeah.
And that only gives him a tiny little donut at range 2 and 3 on his sides. And then I would have to fly kind of a squishy ship beside him, but I could actually fly a YT-2400, a Lobi YT-2400 with Jan ores on him. And so the
oh my god, it gets some extra evade
he takes a freaking evade all the time. Now, that's not as tanky. But it's
for that amount of points, you could probably fly a T-70.
Yes, yeah.
And get a little better ship out of the deal.
Yeah, possibly, but the YT-2400 is 10 health, 2 agility, and a turret.
1 agility.
No.
Oh, the 2400. I'm
the
sorry.
2400.
1300.
Yeah, 10 health, 2 agility, which is the same
agility.
agility.
Space Fringer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a turret. 2 primary turret.
2 primary turret, that's right.
So, with Jan ores on it, I can take an evade. So it actually turns them, they're just as tanky as the T-70. Actually more tanky, because they have more health.
God, what is it? You and the tank builds.
I know. Well, because I can't roll. I can't roll defense dice very well. They fail me so hard.
You just can't defend on.
The Brobots do okay.
Well, because they don't depend on defense dice.
Well, not so much.
They use Autothrusters and sensor jammers.
Sensor jammers, so they have a lot of normalization there.
Yeah.
So with that build, it would be Kanan with accuracy corrector, the auto blaster turret, 2 recon specs, and then chopper up his butt with nothing.
Just stay there.
Just stay there to get the rear arc.
Dock if you're like, oh, I cleaned up 2 ships, I need to chase a couple more down.
Yeah. So if I really need to get him, the only problem is you lose your second turret attack.
You get a second turret attack?
Yeah, you can. When you have the shuttle docked,
yeah,
you get a secondary attack at the end of the turn with your turret.
Oh my!
So I could do a primary,
and then auto blaster,
and then auto blaster turret somebody, or I could auto blaster somebody, accuracy correctorate, 2 hits after clearing out all the dice.
And at the end of the turn,
do it again.
Corrector, 2 hits.
I could
wow.
At range 1, I could kill any interceptor in the game. Guaranteed.
Single round.
There is no way of getting away from
Karner
that.
Jax, never again.
Yeah, well, that is an anti-Karner build.
Oh,
because
very
Karner would
much
be
so.
like, I gotta get within range 1, but I'm dead if I do.
Yeah.
Like, it's a guaranteed death.
Yeah, pretty close.
The only thing that saves
Evade
them
tokens.
is evade tokens.
Even then, it's going to be 3 damage.
3 damage. So you're fucked. You're dying if you get within range 1. I thought that's
brutal.
That could be.
It's certainly scary, and it forces folks into the range 3 strategy on you.
Yeah, but the only problem with it is it's way less tanky.
Yeah, but you know what? Then you chase them around with the 2400.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. That's the thing. I use the 2400 to smash into guys, to do whatever. Even if I can't take that evade, if I can't take an action.
Yep. Oh, well.
Yeah. So that might be something I'm going to play in the future, but I'm going to continue to play this, work at the...
Yep. So I think Thursday I will bring this list, and I will play it again as many times as I can at Curious. But Tuesday I may bring something different again, just because I like playing something different on the stream. I think I might bring my Crassus Trellix build.
Oh, okay.
With, all the secondary weapons on.
Yeah, that's actually kind of trippy.
Yeah, I haven't ever flown it, and it's an old school build. So I'm looking forward to trying that out and see how it goes.
You know what that's funny, though? Is some of the old school stuff now works with some of the new meta, because some of the old school stuff is actually working against ships that...
Like, I've got guidance ships on him now. For
yeah,
the
well, so it's not total old school.
No, but a lot of it is.
Yeah. I mean, the guidance chips make it way better.
Oh, yeah. Especially because he's got 3 dice primary.
Yeah, so... Yeah.
Whew, yeah.
Yeah, the kicker... the other option, too, is dropping one of the recon specs and putting the crew member that adds a bomb slot. Sabine.
Yeah.
And using, like, proximity mine, doing a mine instead of a bomb.
I love mines! Yeah.
And with chopper on there, too, so it could be like, I fly past, I drop the proximity mine, you automatically take the dice damage right away because it kicks off.
Nice.
And then I shoot 5 dice primary. It could be really, really brutal.
Awesome.
It could be really brutal.
Yep.
But again, that reduces his tankability by taking away one of his focus.
It does, but as you can see, he has life to spare. He's got damage to spare.
He does, but when you start throwing away his life, it goes fast.
See, what I might suggest actually is a few A-Wings to go with him. Even prototypes, just to block stuff up. So that you can be like, haha, look, I'm right next to you. Auto blaster turret.
And I whiffle on all their defense every time.
Never trust their defense.
Well, I know, but...
That's why you make them bump into things.
Yeah.
They can't attack back.
I'm going to try staying away from the little ship builds with it.
Yeah.
I fly better with a secondary ship that's a large base.
I think, actually, now that I think about it, I think what I'm going to do... I've been wanting to fly this list for a long time. I'm going to bring Crassus another day. I'm going to finally unbox my GR75. I'm going to bring that triple X...
Oh, Hobie!
With Hobby and Wedge and Wes Jansen. And I'm gonna fucking give it a try. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be
triple
like, and they
T65
deploy and they die.
triple T-65s. Nobody
Old
even uses them. But with new meta on them, it actually sort of semi-new meta.
Hobby gets the targeting astromech because he's just like jonesing for that target lock.
Yeah.
And Wedge, I think I buffed him up a bunch. I think everybody basically is carrying ordnance too on this potential list here.
And they're 5 health. They're not going to get one
5
shot.
health, but
they're not going to get
2,
one shot.
But they're only 2 dice dodge.
I know.
Which means I got to try and arc dodge in an X-wing. You know how fucking hard that is?
You can't.
I know.
They don't even have barrel roll.
Oh, that's right. Okay, there we go. So I did Wes Jansen with Veteran Instincts and BB-8. So Wes Jansen...
Okay, so with BB-8, that actually gives him some arc dodging.
That does give him some arc dodging, as long as he's doing a 1 or a 2 forward or a 1 back.
Right, yeah, any sort of green maneuver.
Yeah. Now that makes Wes a 10, so he shoots at the top of the stack.
Yeah.
Now, after he performs an attack, he can remove a focus, evade, or blue target lock token from the defender. So I'm hoping use a range 3 strategy.
Yeah.
Strip tokens from whoever I'm shooting at.
Yeah.
Looking at you.
Yeah.
And Wedge, I did something a bit different with him as well. Because Wedge, when attacking, reduced the defender's agility value by 1. So he's got an automatic outmaneuver that doesn't care as long as he's pointing at you. Determination, so that he can ditch some attacks, hopefully.
Yeah.
Experimental interface and R7T1.
What does R7T1 do?
Now, R7T1 is action. Choose an enemy ship at range 1 to 2. If you are inside that ship's firing arc, you may acquire a target lock on that ship. Then you may perform a free boost action.
Oh, okay.
So I'm basically giving a boost to Wedge.
Yeah.
Because the two things happen independently of each other. First, you choose an enemy ship at range 1 to 2. That one. If there is one.
Right.
If there isn't, if you are inside that ship's firing arc, there's the second bit, you may acquire a target lock. Then, you may perform a free boost action. Even if I can't fulfill the first 2 requirements, I still get my free boost.
Yeah.
And so I use that with experimental interface. So Wedge, for example, will take his focus, and then EI to acquire a target lock and boost.
Yeah, that works.
So
and then he only has 1 stress.
Then he has a stress he has to deal with.
But 3 actions.
Basically 3 actions out of the deal.
3 actions.
And 1 that wasn't even normally on his action bar.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that works.
Yeah.
And then good old Hobby Cliven. Hobby, when you he's a little 5 guy. When you acquire or spend a target lock, you may remove 1 stress token from your ship. And I gave him the targeting astromech. After you execute a red maneuver, you may acquire a target lock. So the action economy on that is Hobby executes a red maneuver, acquires his stress. Then you use targeting astromech to acquire a target lock. When he acquires a target lock, he sheds his stress. So now he's finished his maneuver. He now is into his action. He gets his focus.
Yeah.
And hopefully he can use that target lock and the focus to dump that proton torpedo that he's carrying
that's
right up
solid.
somebody's ass.
That's really solid.
So
that's crazy because he can pretty much do a K turn every single turn.
Every single turn.
As
long as he
can
get
a target
lock.
as long as he can get a target lock.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
He can K turn like mad as long as he can acquire a target lock on somebody.
Yeah.
So.
But it's not that hard to acquire a target lock on somebody.
But it's different. People are like, ooh, X-Wings, who flies T-65s anymore? Well, I'm going to find out why we don't fly T-65s anymore.
Yeah. I like the damage potential for this build here that you had.
I do too. I'm going to fly it a whole bunch more.
It's just such a glass cannon. 10 hit points.
But, well, again, it's all about how you fly it.
I know.
They're nimble, they're maneuverable. I have to make sure that I don't put myself directly in front of you at range 1 like I did like 3 times in this game.
Yeah. Although, I mean, it's hard against ships that can do 90 to 190s. It's hard to prevent yourself from staying out of their arc.
It really is.
I mean, sure, it's like, oh yeah, they're going to K-turn, and then all of a sudden I do a 190 instead. It's like, oh shit. I'm still in his arc. I can't get out of his arc. Damn.
I know, right? I know. So, we'll see. Yeah, so if you guys have, anybody watching this, if you have list ideas, please send them to us. We would love to fly your lists, fly your ideas. We only have so many of them. Our brains are a little frazzled half the time from thinking of our own lists. So there are combinations that we never would think of until somebody puts them together for us and we go, holy crap! So please send us those. Please leave your comments below in the comment section. Like and subscribe, all that jazz. We'll see you guys. Any of you who join us on Thursday, we'd love to see you down there at Curious.
Yeah.
I think coming up on June the 8th, question mark, we will be recording at Curious 2 with our good friend Andrew, who manages the store.
Yep.
Haven't decided yet which of us is going to fly. I think we'll probably rock, paper, scissors for it. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
He's a good pilot. He's got some good list ideas. We've been wanting to have him on the channel for a while. Really looking forward to showcasing his talents for you. We will also likely be live streaming, at least recording, the next store tournament down at Curious 2. So you'll have that to look forward to in the coming weeks and months.
Yeah, I mean, anytime anyone wants to come down on a Thursday and blow us up,
please come and blow us up.
Please come and blow us up. Yes.
Except for ISIS. Any of you folks with ISIS, please don't blow us up. We did not ask for that.
That's not what we meant.
Not literal, figurative.
Pew pew us.
So thanks again for watching, everyone. It's been the Geektech Industries live stream analysis. I'm Stickus.
I'm Zeellott.
We'll see you guys on the flip side.
Ciao for now.